I used to be a special forces operative, 20 years buried in black ops, ghosts, and missions that never officially existed. Then came the betrayal. Our location was leaked mid-operation. My team was slaughtered while command stayed silent. I quit the next morning. Now I wear suits instead of camouflage, a bodyguard for a billionaire and his perfect little family. A quieter war, or so I thought. The call came at 2:47 a.m. Marcus Hale's son, Ethan, 12 years old, had been taken straight from his bedroom. No forced entry. No alarms. No trace on the security feed. The police arrived late, moving slow and disinterested. Then came the ransom demand, $5 million. Drop by dawn. No cops. No tricks. Marcus sat trembling, staring at the ransom note like it was written in blood. I told him quietly, "Don't pay them." His eyes widened. "You're insane. That's my son's life." I leaned closer. "Your son's already dead if we do it their way." What I didn't say was what I already knew. This wasn't about ransom. This was personal. Something about the abduction didn't fit. No alarms triggered. No camera footage missing because the system hadn't been hacked. The cameras had been turned off manually by someone inside. Marcus swore his wife and the staff were innocent. But guilt always leaves traces, subtle, invisible fingerprints. His wife, Elena, couldn't meet my eyes for long. Every time I spoke, she flinched, glancing nervously toward her husband. She asked questions no outsider should have known to ask. What if they knew the code? What if they came from the lakeside? Those were the kind of details you only mention when you've rehearsed them. I'd seen that look before, in interrogation rooms, safe houses, and faces trying to hide lies beneath fear. But fear always leaks. That night, while Marcus made frantic calls, I watched Elena. She didn't crumble like a grieving mother. She waited, calculating. I started my own investigation quietly. While the police stumbled through procedure, I traced the number that sent the ransom message. Spoofed, yes, but the signal had bounced through one of Marcus's private satellites. That narrowed the source to someone inside his estate. I checked the staff logs, door sensors, and access cards. Elena's keycard opened Ethan's room at 2:17 a.m., 20 minutes before the supposed abduction. When I confronted her gently, she didn't flinch. "I heard a noise," she said. "I checked on him. You weren't doing your job." Her tone was too calm, too rehearsed. I began tailing her. She met a man at a secluded marina 2 towns over, late at night. Quiet conversation, her hand brushing his arm like she'd done it before. Then I recognized him. Marcus's former financial advisor. The one fired 3 months earlier for embezzlement. The betrayal wasn't about money anymore. It was about family, control, and revenge. That night, I broke into the advisor's office. Hidden under the false bottom of a safe, I found photographs of Ethan. Dozens of them. The boy hadn't been kidnapped. He'd been relocated. 2 nights later, I found the safe house, an abandoned building near the docks. Ethan was there. Alive. Unharmed. Elena was pacing, phone in hand, whispering arguments. When she turned and saw me, her face went pale. "How did you?" I cut her off. "Who are you going to pin this on? Me? The guards? Or your husband when he refused to pay?" She froze. "I was getting him out," she said. "You don't understand. Marcus is a monster. He uses our son as leverage." I raised a hand. "You are going to vanish with your lover and the money. Don't insult me." She tried to step forward. I stepped closer instead. She flinched. For a long moment, no one spoke, only the hum of the overhead bulb and Ethan's quiet breathing. Then she whispered, "You don't have to tell him. You could walk away. Take your cut. You've done worse things." She was right, I had. But those were acts of war. This was rot. I handed her the phone. The one recording every word she'd just said. "Call Marcus," I told her. "Tell him where to find his son." She stared at the phone like it was burning her hand. Tears came, not for Ethan, but for herself. When Marcus arrived, the police were behind him. I was already outside. I watched from the shadows as he stormed in. Elena screamed, begged, lied, then collapsed. He didn't believe a single word. When they let her out in handcuffs, she looked around until her eyes found mine. Her lips shaped a single word. Why? I gave her nothing. Because the truth was simple. I wasn't saving his son. I was saving myself from ever becoming like her. Later, Marcus tried to thank me. Offered money, a promotion, a bonus with too many zeros. I refused. Ethan slept in the next room, breathing softly, innocent for now. I left before sunrise, walking down the same gravel path the kidnappers never took. The lake reflected the first light, still, calm, untouched by the wreckage of human deceit. I lit a cigarette I didn't want and watched the smoke drift away, thin, fragile, fleeting. This wasn't justice. It wasn't redemption. It was just another operation ending the way they all do, with truth as the only survivor. I flicked the cigarette into the lake and turned away. I'd saved the boy, but somewhere in the ruins of that family, I saw my own ghost staring back. That's when I realized I never left the war. It just changed uniforms.